Round 3 of the Welsh XC Series combined with the Southern Championships, and we're in Forester Dean, Worcester Lodge. And welcome to my traditional start of going backwards. Anyway, just more to pass maybe. So we just joined the main climb now. We're just about to go through the start-finish straight and then pits. So we're out the saddle, pounding away, realise I haven't locked out my suspension. And it just costs you, I don't know what, 50, 100 watts maybe, but just get squeezed out. Maddie and Ali on the left there. Maddie was my pit crew today, giving me the water bottle, but just seeing them, I knew they were on course. So past pits, and there was two on the course, but everybody just used this main one really. So at the top of the climb, and you come into this single track which is very twisty. Basically one line, there's no passing once you enter here. Although I think further on in the race, a couple of the fast boys shouted because they were coming through, the elites and the juniors. But generally in the race, once you're in here, it was a case of trying to pedal, keep your position. Then as you come out of there, there's some faster, flowy single track. So this was all on the first lap, and I'd had two practice laps. Did a few. The second lap did a few sights. There's not really any A-B line options. This corner gets me later in the race, so we'll come to that at the time. But all good fun. But this is still to the heart, trying to calm down a bit. A little bit of descending, if you like the heart rate come back down. And this is the one bit where there's an A, not even an A-B line, but there's a high line, low line, and I found the low line was better for this reason. Yeah, he took the high line and there's no catch berm, but typical timing, got stuck behind. We're pretty much dead last, and now we've just lost what, 20-40 yards on the people in front. So basically get back into it. There's a bit more descending. This guy turns out to be a good wheel to follow as it happens for the next lap and a half as we claw our way back through. But this was nice, fun, techie single track, bone dry, not an ounce of moisture. It was really warm, like mid-20s, pretty humid but overcast. So yeah, down onto a fire road climb, back up, and this was a lot of climbing. There was one climb in particular that, you know, if you're on the race you'll know about it, up the gully. But this one is a nice little fire road, starting to claw our way back through. And I'm thinking I'm just trying to try and keep his wheel. Now this is a wide angle lens, so I'm closer than it appears in reality, but really I need to be like on his wheel just to get that gain. This guy closes me off because the tracks come together, if you like. You know, he didn't do it on purpose, but I just should have been switched on to that and moved ahead a bit quicker. This was probably the only proper pan flat bit on the course where you had about 30 seconds recovery, and straight back up then into some, and these were quite wide, I say single track, but it was quite wide, so you had a multiple line choice before you came down into a bit of nice techie downhill again. A little bit of off camber routey, quite loose and dry, so yeah, you had to be careful, and you had to try and catch this right-hander, try and two-wheel drift in, catch that, not really a berm, but catch it, and then shoot down this bit again, try and keep it there. And this was good, laps 2, 3 and 4, I was flying down here, really get into the groove, if you like, and it was quite a bit of fun. You know, the whole race was fun, to be honest. It's just quite a bit of mental arithmetic, trying to remember where you were, who's in your race, who you had to pass, and then this bit of fire road is kind of the start of the main climb, if you like, if I remember rightly. And then we turn into this bit, which is like the gully climb. It's like a 3-minute straight up, halfway up. It's that steep. You're bent over your bars and you're almost chewing on your handlebars. It's that steep, but you're in bottom gear. I think I was in, yeah, a couple of gears to go by, but I was just chasing this guy in front that had, if you like, crashed in front of me, and he was clawing us back through. So I think there's about 20 riders in the Grand Vets, similar in the Vets, and about 10 in the Super Vets. So we all started with the Elite, Expert, Junior, and I think Sport. So there was quite a few on the track overall. We had 6 laps to do, and it was just trying to if you like, gauge who's in your race. But I thought this is still lap 1. You know, we're just coming up now. We're back to where we kind of begun, if you like, before we come back through where everybody is. And I thought, well, I've picked off quite a few people, probably back to where I started on the grid. And we're just about to come up to the pits again. So that's end of lap 1. Let's have a look at lap 2 and how we got on. We'll kind of skip through it, but you can see there's a few ups and downs. Back into the pit, Maddie and Ali on the left, thank you very much. And it was quite busy, even going through pits it was quite busy, to be fair, because there's quite a number of races within the main race, plus they split the Southern Championships and round 3 of the Welsh. So although the podiums they split between the Welsh and the Southern, the overall result, you were all together. So you didn't know who, if you like, was in your race or not, be it your age category or whether it was Southern or Welsh. But I'm still following this guy's wheel. I mean, to be fair, he told me through quite a few people on lap 1 and lap 2, so actually coming up behind him was probably one of a good thing. We came to this same section now. We were at the high line, low line. He's gone to the high line again, and same issue, he almost goes off again by there. And I remember shouting to him saying the low line is faster, that high line's not going to exist on the next lap with everyone going through there. So I just thought I'd nudge past him up this bit of a fire road, and just start picking off people in front again. And I thought, oh, he's coming back past me, but no, here he is. There's Grant, winner of the Super Vets, and I just thought, you know what, that's a good wheel to follow. We're only on lap 2. I don't know how this is gonna pan out, whether I can stay with him, but if I can keep him in sight and just keep ticking people off, then it's only a good thing. So back across this wide open single track, multiple lines. I was trying to see where he was going. I'm going to say caught him back up, but that's probably a bit of a stretch. I think there's a rider in front, and as much as it was wide through here, it was quite fast, so probably wasn't the best place to pass someone. But then we caught him on this sort of techie loose downhill. Grant was trying outside inside options. I was just behind, if you like, kind of smiling and enjoying the show. When we got onto the main fire road climb, I get past him, and I just want to try and keep Grant in sight if I can. I know this killer 3-minute climb's coming up, and I thought, well, let's just see what pace he keeps. How does he get up here? So I thought I did fairly well hanging on to him. Certainly at the start I was right behind him. We passed a couple. Towards the top he started stretching away, and then this is back on that start finish straight, coming up to the end of lap 2 again, and I'm still picking riders off, still doing well. Here we go, about to start lap 3, so I'm thinking, well, we're almost here. Back through pits, I think Maddie looks to give me a bottle, but I was like, no, don't need it just yet, maybe next lap. So I'm thinking, we're almost there. At the end of this lap we'll be halfway through. This is the leader of the elite. I mean, look at the difference in the speed, it's just crazy how fast they are. But I'm thinking, well, that's good, I'll try and nip past as many as I can. They've let him through, but just the sheer pace that they come past you is mind-blowing. This is the bottom of that awful climb, and he's out the saddle, he's punching up it, and my legs are slowly going, oh, I've been up here twice in the warm-up, I've gone up here twice again now, I've been up here 4 times. And then this is coming up to the end of that lap 3, so we're kind of 50-50 now, we're halfway through. This is where I decide to drop the one bottle and pick the next one up, so thanks to Maddie on the old pit crew. It was a perfect swap over. So I'm thinking, right, I've got 3 down, 3 to go. Another quick guy comes through. I don't know what race he's in, but he's not in my race. But I thought, well, another wheel to follow, get past another one. And I'm not sure if we're passing the Grand Vets or some of the vets that are in front of us. Again, it's just kind of doing as much as you can. It's more of a time trial really with yourself, trying to go as hard as you dare without blowing up, and trying to remember where you are. But it's still a race, and it's nice if you see someone in front to try and pass them. Follow them for a bit, see what the lines are like, and keep pushing. So we're back on this climb again now. This is the 4th time up here in the race. A couple of the faster boys come through us halfway up here, and you're just like, oh, you know, they're punching on them pedals. They're clearly in a bigger gear. I'm in the granny ring now, just spinning through. Managed to pick somebody else off, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is going good. It's the end of the fourth. We got 2 laps to go. So I think I've just realised I got some guy in front who is in the same number board category. This guy with a backpack, same number board category as me. So I get past him and this rider. I'm assuming they're both in my category. It turns out they weren't. They were in the vets. So as much as I'm trying to get past them before we get to this twisty single track, they're not really in my race. But still, it's, you know, it's another wheel you get past. And I'm hauling it now. I'm on lap 5. I'm thinking I've got to get through here. If I can get to the end of this lap before the leader, I won't get lapped. I've just got the last lap to do, and I am, you know, laps 2, 3, 4, and especially this lap. I was flying through this single track until now, and that slightly off camber, the bend tightened up. I tried to tighten it and it wouldn't work, so I straight back up. It was only soft landing. I just couldn't get back on. Probably didn't realise at the time. I might have been a little bit concussed or a bit dazed without realising it, but still struggling to clip in and get going really. But here we go, low line, high line, take the low line. All still feels a bit alien. Whereas a moment ago I was flying through lap 5 thinking I've got to beat the leader to the end of this lap so I don't get lapped. I think my mindset changed to this is the last lap, especially when this guy came past me, and I was like, oh right, this is the last lap, I've got to beat him, even though he's not in my race. And I just thought, right, we've got another downhill bit and then we got the big climb. I'll sit behind his wheel, I'll let him tow me up the big climb if I stay with him, and then put an attack in. So I've suddenly gone from, you know, penultimate lap, so this is it, this is last lap, and it's all in. So I had a bit of recovery. I sat in by her on this flat bit. I had a chance to get by and I chose not to. I thought, no, I'm going to follow him, I'm going to wait. I was in stalker mode now. I was in, you know, this is last lap, do or die sort of mode. And we were coming through here, and we were whipping through here, and I was thinking, well, I could go a bit quicker, but no, we'll follow his wheel. You know, I don't want to show him my card just yet. Just 2-wheel glide into that, catch it, off we go. Bottom of the big climb, and he's putting in a big effort now. He's out the saddle. I'm just sitting down, spinning the legs, thinking, okay, this pace, I can hold this. We pass a few people again as we go up. Just shouted to say we're going to come past on the right. I think he thought I was coming past him and he had a bit of a spurt on. But we're back to where we began, and I just thought, you know what, let's go, let's drop a few gears, let's just kick the gear, get past him. We got to get around this bend, and then there's a bit of a hill. I've seen another 2 in front of me, and I'm thinking, right, come on, keep pushing. You know, this is lap 5, bear in mind, we should have another one to go, but I'm just in, I don't know, the head's gone, that crash did it. My heart's pounding. This guy tries to respond to me, and I think that's what also made me think that was it. And then this guy in front also pulls up, and I'm thinking, oh, no flag, but that's it. And then the marshal kind of, I wouldn't say he waves me in, but he just points me in, and I'm like, well, let's see what Russell says after. So, when is a race not a race? When you don't do all the laps. I didn't get lapped, but I miscounted. We're supposed to do 6 laps. I thought I did 6, but probably only, well, not probably, I only did 5, I think. So we'll check on the results, but I'll put here where I finished. But I was sprinting that last lap, which I thought was for the finish, and obviously I went a bit too hard and it wasn't the finish. A bit of an off, which obviously the footage would have been there, but epic race, great course. Yeah, I haven't done 6 before, so in my brain I probably thought 5 was as much as I have done. But yeah, great course. Maddie and Ali were there, pit crew, getting some riding in as well, and just general support in, so it's been a great day. Yeah, really enjoyed it, double points, so hopefully we'll, anyway, all a learning curve. Bike was brilliant, as I say, course was great, fast, techy, some great climbs which I managed to punch out of and do some, get some good overtakes. But still a way off that. Obviously Aberdare came 3rd. This one, yeah, I finished, but not really. A bit disappointed with that. But I think I would have been really mullered doing another lap anyway. So all good. It's racing. Let's get cleaned off and let's see the podiums. But next race might be Nationals up in Cannock, or quite likely the Welsh Championships up in Llanidloes, but that's not till September. So let's see what's on the venue next. But anyway guys, awesome race, happy days, and keep riding those blue sky trails. Until the next.